Well, it is wonderful to have Huma Qureshi with us here at in Manhattan in New York. ये पता लगाना मुश्किल है कि इस वक्त खूबसूरत नज़ारा कौन सा है. Huma Qureshi की ये नज़ारा. Pleasure having you on BollywoodHungama.
Thank you so much. What a delight to meet you here in New York. आप यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो?
Absolutely. मैं सिर्फ आपके लिए आया हूँ हुमा जी.
आपसे मिलने आया. अच्छा ठीक है. IIFA वाले आपको निकाल देंगे अब.
मैं IIFA वालों के साथ नहीं हूँ. मैं अपना खर्चा करके आया हूँ.
क्या बात है. क्या बात है.
Intensity देखिए. Okay, so are you enjoying this vibrations? What do you have to say?
I'm loving it. It's Times Square. And I think only you are very brave to come here and shoot like this in the open क्योंकि हमारे पीछे तो बड़ा सारा crowd इकट्ठा हो गया है. But I think the energy is amazing. मेरा गला देखिए बैठ गया यहाँ पे. हम लोग इतना मजा आ रहा है because we've been there's so much happening with IIFA, you know, behind the scenes. Of course, the shows have also started, so it's just a great energy, great energy.
Right. Now, Huma, what do you have to say about this aspect that you're a creative person yourself? You've done some very fine films as an actress. When you see all these Broadway things happening all around you, this entire element of freedom, you have people over there. They're enjoying these proceedings. How do you feel as a creative person when you see such sort of freedom for creativity?
Well, I mean, I think it's amazing. I mean, right now America is going through a very interesting time themselves. They have a president who does not believe in so much freedom and creativity anymore. But I think there's still people do, and I think there's so many protests and people talk about it. And they're designated areas where people can go and actually talk about what the government is not doing right, which is so cool. You know, true democracy means being able to criticize.
Right. Okay.
And I think which is what they sort of follow to the T.
Which they follow to the T. Okay, you're having this film coming up, Partition 947, which is coming up. You're very excited about it. You're having Rahman Saab, who has done the music. He performed brilliantly last night as well. What are your first thoughts? I spoke to your director. She actually broke down in our interview when she was talking about it.
She did. And it was a very emotional film for her. Actually, Partition, जैसे ही वो शब्द आता है, तो एक emotional, कहीं ना कहीं एक response it sort of evokes. Whether in India, Pakistan, or anyone from the subcontinent for that matter. And Gurinder की family, मतलब वो तो अब खैर लंदन में रहते हैं, वहाँ पली बड़ी. She identifies herself as a Punjabi British woman. But despite that, you know, the partition is such an emotional subject for her, which is why she's made this film. And 7 साल से इस film की research हो रही थी. I'm very fortunate. I'm part of such a wonderful project. Because, you know, in a time like today, I think it talks about love. It talks about uniting people rather than dividing them. And of course, Rahman Saab ने जो music दिया है, it's beautiful, it's emotional, it's patriotic, it's spiritual almost.
Right. And you're playing a romantic character in the heart of the madness that Partition was. Could you tell us more about your character?
Well, my character name is Alia. She's of course a Muslim girl, an educated Muslim girl in 1940s, which is quite rare. She works as a translator to the Mountbattens, and she's of course in love with a guy who's Hindu. And the country is getting partition, and they both want to be together. But of course, it's that impossible choice that unfortunately she has to take.
Right. Okay. Now, you know, at the press conference the other day, at the music launch the other day, there was this question that was referred to you about the Pakistan angle, and then I saw some video where a weird sort of headline was given as well. When we come to USA, and you know, when we see, say, Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, Sri Lankans, everyone just living together, there is no demarcation of nationalities. How do you look at it? Because do we as individuals need to have these demarcations in mind?
Well, I don't think so. You know, unfortunately, I think people are people, and I think it's very wrong. Anybody who chooses God's name to divide people, I think it's really unfortunate, and it's really sort of twisting it the other way. And I mean, but unfortunately, क्या हो रहा है ना दुनिया में आप कहीं पे भी जाओ, there's such a hardliner mentality that's sort of taking place, us versus them, which I think is really unfortunate. I think the more we look beyond these external differences, I believe we'll see a lot more that is in common. You know, there's so much to celebrate in each other's culture, each other's food. You know, I think so if we look for those commonalities rather than differences, we'll be in a much happier space, and the world will be in a much happier space.
Absolutely. Okay, one final question. Huma Qureshi is a restaurant heiress. Okay, and food is something that we will have to speak because she's having
kebabs ka empire.
Empires hai, and I'm dying to go to Salim's. मैं तो दोबारा promotions. I told them that let's go to Salim's and let's talk to you and I told them about it.
We have to do this. We have to do now. Times Square again. Now next on the bucket list is to go to Delhi and have Salim ke kebabs.
बताइए अब इससे ज़्यादा आपको और लाइफ में क्या चाहिए? Finally, are you enjoying the food out here?
I'm loving the food actually. I'm in New York. I know you don't agree with me, but apart from the halal trucks, there are lots of amazing options. Because New York is like the foodies paradise. इतने सारे लोग रहते हैं अलग-अलग nationalities के, तो सब अपना कुछ लेके आते हैं. There's great Mexican food, Italian food, and apart from that, you know what people have started doing? जैसे हमारे बॉम्बे में मिलता है ना शेजवान डोसा, कि आप दो ऐसे चाइनीज और साउथ इंडियन लेके उसे मिक्स कर दो, तो यहाँ पे have a lot of these hybrid you know, concoctions. Like you have the other day I tried something which is a sushi burrito, which is a sushi and a Mexican burrito ka mix, which is You must try it. I highly recommend it. It's a thing you can try always.
You know, I will die, and even then I won't have sushi. Actually, that's my logic in life. Actually, okay. Huma, pleasure having you on Bollywood Hungama. Thank you for your time and looking forward.
भाग जाते हैं वरना हम mob हो जाएंगे. Yeah.
Okay. Wait.